We're
Brandon, how
back.
are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Ian. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Welcome back.
Can't
We're
complain.
back, folks. Can't complain. Can't complain. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back. Oh my God, Firefox crashed. It's another episode of that show that we do every Monday for a crowd of 0 to 5 people.
I said, don't call these people. They are much, you have more than 0. You said 0 to 5.
I said
don't
0
know,
to
I'm
5. I was setting up a
coming
range.
for you.
You know.
That's fair.
Let's see. I can't wait to find out what piece of media Brandon has engaged with this week, says Lotus Clock. Ah, yes, the ever-present question.
I've engaged with a few pieces.
A few. And well, Brandon, how have you been this past week?
I've been good. I feel like we've been busy. We always make a joke where we're like, in between shows we don't speak to each other, but it's actually been that way pretty much like the last week or two.
We've been busy boys.
Yeah, it's been working a lot. Not even fun work. Just the kind that, puts food in my chubby little mouth.
And you were telling me the other day, this is your off season.
It's getting there. It's gonna get slower yet, but yeah, it's kind of our off season. I'm just, I don't know, trying to make some extra dough. So I'm like picking stuff up and
we're reconnected successful. Boom! You heard that? You could hear that sound?
Yeah.
That was the
I heard you
sound.
reconnect to the internet.
That was me. Hello.
Do you have to rejoin the draw pile?
I am in the process of doing that, but yes, I do. Well, folks, that's a fun way to start today's episode. What was the last thing we discussed? I think we're just saying hi.
Yeah.
Well, what have you been up to?
And then we said bye.
Yeah, we said bye first, but we definitely.
I was saying I was just working a lot, and it has been, doesn't make for interesting stuff to talk about, but it's life.
You're right. No, I'm kidding.
But I've just been working a lot.
Gotcha.
But it is what it is. How about you? How's your week been?
I've been good. I had a busy weekend, but like busy in a good way, just like busy doing things.
Oh yeah. Fun things, I hope.
Fun things, I must say. There's a disparity between my draw piles, so I must fix this. Okay, sorry. Once draw pile crashes, it causes issues. Anyways, like most programs.
You know what? In order to help with technical difficulties, maybe for future DrawBombs, we should just film this thing offline, and then we'll mail it to all the people who want to watch a copy
I
of
love
it.
that idea, and they have to pay us to do it.
And they can watch. Yeah, exactly. And then they can watch it at home.
Yes.
With no speed bumps.
No speed bumps. No technical difficulties. Every episode is curated and successful.
Can we
shot? What's up?
Can we just make the show and then delete it and get money from taxes?
That's how a lot of shows do it. It turns out that's how movies are
pretty popular.
That's movies nowadays.
That's how they do it in Hollywood land.
Hollywood, baby. I'm in. I'm finally. We're all set now. Brandon, we're gonna play a game, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Woo!
Yeah.
Let's describe the rules of this game so that we can talk about things. What were you gonna say? You were gonna say things.
No, I was gonna do an intro and then you did it. So there you go.
Oh, okay. Anyways, so Brandon, I'm going to describe not just a character, but I'm going to describe an X-Man to you.
One X-Man.
One X-Man. Or woman. But I'm going to describe them to you. And just based on description alone, maybe based on their powers, maybe not so much a physical descriptor, because also they change the way they look all the time.
Sure.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to describe an X-Men's power to you, and you have to draw that your interpretation of that character then.
Okay. All right. I accept these terms.
And you can phrase this power in whatever obscuring way, works best for you. So, like, for instance, I don't have an example off the top of my head, but okay, I'm gonna try. Also, if you recognize this X-Men when I'm, like, describing their power to you, you're gonna have to, like, tell me. I know who that. I will do that. I know who that. Okay, so this X-Man shoots lightning. No, I'm sorry, not lightning.
I mean, that's like half of them,
I'm not sure. I didn't mean lightning. I meant to say they shoot fireworks out of their fingers.
Jubilee.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so that's right.
You have to do better than that.
All right, this X-Man is a living flying saucer that can shapeshift into people. So specific. They're also an external nervous system.
Oh, that's not who I was thinking, because there's a few shapeshifters in this world.
Correct.
No, I don't know who that is.
Okay, neither do I.
Just make them up?
I found a website that says, and it's this article, it's titled Every X-Men Ever. So I'm like, that sounds pretty comprehensive.
Okay.
So this person was somebody else's nervous system, but that person died, and then this person turned into a person-looking person.
So his nervous system, like, left his body after he died, and it's a different character?
I guess that's a thing that happens in the X-Men,
Well, alright, I like that. Okay. So, I'm trying to pick one for you.
There's a lot. Want me to send you the article that I picked?
I'm gonna accidentally stumble upon the one that I'm supposed to draw.
I hope not. I tried to go really far down, so if you just stay.
I'm trying to go deep too.
Okay.
Let me look for just a second longer, and then I'll have an answer. I'll have something for you. In the meantime, you said you were busy, but it's fun stuff. Is it like story worthy, or is it private?
It's not really story worthy. It's just on Friday.
Stop asking.
How Ixnay on the Izzy Bay.
Trying to get me sent to jail, bro?
Dude, you trying to get me canceled, bro? No, but on Friday I went mini golfing with the homies, and on Sunday I went to a Zone Dog, friend of the show, fan of the show. His mom plays in like some bluegrass bands, and she's also a part of like the bluegrass festival circuit in the area. So we went to a bluegrass festival. She was sort of like emceeing for, and
that's cool.
It's pretty cool. That's it.
That's awesome. All right, that sounds like a great time.
Yeah, they were. I like was barely on my computer, and then like Saturday I just was like moving shit, and then I like chilled on the chairs outside. But like I was barely on my computer all weekend, and I felt great.
That is nice. I need more of that.
Yeah, me too. I'm on my computer too much, man.
I know, me too. I think I found one.
Okay.
But I'm trying to just decide how to describe him. What? Powers, probably?
Take your time. I'm in no rush, aside from the 10 o'clock deadline for this episode.
Right. So this character, his body contains a nightmare dimension where he can access by turning inside out. He floats. He does not walk around.
Okay, I'm writing these down because
I don't know what else to describe.
I mean, I feel like this
fun
is funny.
Fact, he's a excellent guitarist and sometimes defeats enemies with the power of funk music.
Okay. Interesting.
I think this is like a joke. I'm more reading. I'm thinking this is like a joke character they made, but he's in several things, so I don't know. but he's definitely a C or D list.
Man, what chromosome in you has to get fucked up for you to like grow with that mutation, you know?
You know, that's a good question.
Nightmare
I should write mine
Dimension.
down too. So you said
Inside Out.
for mine, it's what you said. He's a nervous system.
They're a nervous system of another person. That person died, so this person turned into a human figure, but also can apparently transform into a flying saucer.
Whoa. Any other powers worth that you noted, or no? You don't have to tell me more.
That's literally everything I know about this person.
I guess what else do you need? You turn into a flying saucer. Like, why are you being greedy?
I only know 2 characters in fiction that do that, man. This character I'm giving you now, and a character from Tenchi Muyo. That's it. I don't know any other characters that turn into spaceships.
That's fair. I don't know either of them. By the way, hello everybody. Lotus Clock, Guazdoink, Leviathan Den. Thanks for being here.
Yes, hello, we are back. Guazdoink says, I am playing Destiny 2 talking to Kofi. Do you remember Kofi? He is a cool man. I remember Kofi. I gave him a bunch of my my beats that I have that I play often during live streams. But I think we had like one class together. We had backgrounds for animators, or like, you know, environments for animators, or whatever the name of that class was, with Roger Roth, who was a great teacher. We had that class together, but we never like super duper interacted on a one-to-one basis, aside from me giving him like my beats. But he's a cool guy. I don't know if Guazdoink is still watching the show after all of our technical difficulties, but oh yeah, I gotta make sure your layers are hidden so I don't see.
Oh yeah, I didn't know we were hiding from each other.
I mean, you know, it's just fun it's fun for the reveals to be like, haha.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
Brandon, my character has a nightmare dimension that they can access by turning inside out.
It's within them, and they can like flip inside out to like open up this nightmare dimension. Right.
Is there anything else? You said one other thing this character does, and not playing the guitar. You said like something else.
They don't walk around; they fly around. They like
float
hover.
everywhere. Also, we have Xenoots in the chat saying, pee pee poo poo. Xenoots is not in my house. Xenoots is elsewhere watching us.
He's gone rogue. He's not. The call is not coming from within. Fuck! I fumbled the ball. You know
when
what I was
someone
trying to
who's
say.
not a stranger calls. Okay, so I gotta draw this wacko that you gave me.
Yeah, really is a wacko. Let's see. Have I done anything interesting?
Yes, Brandon, please tell me about your week. Even if you haven't done anything interesting, tell me.
This isn't like particularly like. There isn't much story to it besides just the thing. I told you about it, but at my restaurant, I served the band Styx.
That's right, you did. Cool as hell.
Was interesting. It's funny because like they're actually the first band I ever saw live. Believe it or not.
That's awesome.
I saw them with my dad when I was like 13 at a venue that doesn't even exist anymore. I did. And they were like, "You seem too young to know us." I didn't recognize them because I don't know. I'm not. When it comes to like, I listen to a lot of like classic rock, but I don't really know the band members except for maybe like the lead in some of these bands.
Yeah.
And also at this point, Styx, along with many others, it's only like maybe half of the original members at this point, maybe even, less than that, because people pass away or they just do other things. They decide they don't want to do the same band for 50 years.
Which I respect. I get it.
Yeah, I get it. It's all good. But they're super nice. They were like wanting. I always like respect. We have the occasional celebrity at our place, and I always try to respect their boundaries. They're paying to be there. It's not like they're like doing a meet and greet or something.
Yeah,
it's not like they're being paid to be there. They're paying to just eat food and like have a chill time.
You try and treat them like a human being and not like a celebrity,
Yeah, I put myself in their shoes. Would I want people to come up to me if I'm trying to just like hang out at a restaurant? No, I want everyone to leave me alone.
Yeah.
So there's been occasions like we had Undertaker at the restaurant once, and I wanted nothing more but to go speak to him, and I didn't. I left him alone. And so this case, I wouldn't have bugged him, you know, except for the fact that they were initiating conversations. So they were nice. They were cool.
Cool guys.
Yeah.
Cool
It's funny, you see like a band like that, you're just like I didn't know who it was immediately, but you knew it was a band because it's like 6-year-old men that have like long hair and are like obviously have money because they're like stylish, like, you know,
they're
like
wearing
bandanas,
like, clothes and
yeah.
Was one of them wearing a bandana? Just out of curiosity.
No bandanas in the bunch.
Damn it, son of a bitch. All my dreams shattered. Leather jacket, any of them. Leather jacket.
And so I did my rendition of Mr. Roboto for them, even though they asked me to stop, and that was that.
They were like, "Please stop, please, for the love of God."
They're like this is embarrassing for us, and I hope, and probably for you, right? Like
they were like, "This is like."
I just kept pushing through.
In American Idol.
Yeah. That would be like one of the worst
compliments or
No, I was gonna say that would be one of the worst like things to do, unless you're like just actually a good singer. Like to be forced to sing a song,
even if you're
to
a good
the person
singer.
who, yeah, even if you're a good singer, that would just be a nightmare scenario to have to like sing
awkward.
a song to the person who's created it. Like even if it was like, I don't know, even if the setting was right, like say they were in a karaoke bar and it wasn't like they're being held hostage.
Right.
I would still, if I knew they were there, I'd be like, oh God, no, I can't sing their song. That's a nightmare.
That's a nightmare. I mean, I feel like it's a nightmare not to be the person singing the song to them, but to be the person having the song sung at you, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, I don't know. Have you ever had somebody, like, singing or, like, doing something, and you're just kind of, like, there, sitting there, kind of going, like, oh, this is happening now. I have to let them finish.
How often do you think, oh, sorry. Keep going.
Well, I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm just like there going like.
There's so many people that make you a hostage to their singing because they think they're like good, and even if they are good, it's still not like fun because it's like I didn't ask. I'm not in the. What do I do? I'm forced to be.
Sorry, did I hit play on you on Spotify or wherever? You know, did I press the play button on this?
When people perform unprovoked, it's just like, so what? So now I have to be like, oh, great job. Like, oh.
Good job. I really enjoyed
don't do this to me.
Forced to listen to that. Thank you.
Yeah.
There's like this interview where it's Michael Jackson talking to Oprah Winfrey. And Michael Jackson starts like singing at her. He's like showing like one of her songs. He just starts like singing it at her. And it's so awkward because it's like a minute and a half or two or more of him singing at her. And Oprah's there just like, oh, yeah, he's singing. Yep. And she looks like she doesn't know what to do with her arms, you know? And it's very awkward.
I've seen that one. Yeah, you have to act a certain way because like you don't want to be insulting to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
even though they deserve it.
I one time had this guy I was serving who he made it very clear to me, even though I didn't ask, that he moonlights as a Frank Sinatra impersonator type thing, and he does some like singing. And we're at a steakhouse, so like an old fashioned steak. It's like Chicago style steakhouse. So like it's playing all like the crooner music. All our whole like music is like Frank Sinatra-esque stuff, and it's just going. So Frank Sinatra songs keep playing, and every time he's just like belting them out, and like he's waiting till I'm like in the room to start doing it, and I'm like, stop doing this to me. I don't. And also I'm relying on his tip, right? Like that's the whole thing. That's the whole exchange. Yeah. So like now how do I react? I'm like forced to.
Lights out. Gorilla Radio. Turn that shit up.
I just can't stop myself. You know what I mean? And
When
I'm like,
Frankie Boy gets in
okay,
me.
so you better watch out. Yeah, so that's a nightmare. I hate that. But Styx was nice. This is the
Right.
point of the story.
Long story short.
Yeah.
Well, cool. I'm glad to hear that they were cool. That's awesome. You got to talk to them, and that they were the ones who got that ball rolling. That's sick. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm a fan of the band.
You get a lot of cool celebrity encounters at your
Yeah,
restaurant.
there's more than I would expect, and it seems like more all the time. Although it sounds like when I talk to some, I have like 3 coworkers, 3 or 4 that are like, since like a nicer restaurant, we have a lot of like kind of career servers, like people that have been there for many years and will continue to be there. So there's some older people working there, and the people who've been there longer than me, they have some like, all the people they list are way better than the ones that I've got to experience. Like Styx is cool, but Kurt Russell was apparently at our restaurant once.
Oh my God.
Bruce Willis was apparently at our restaurant once, and I'm like, I want to meet those ones.
Styx, throw them in the trash.
No, I actually
Let
do
me
love
meet
Styx.
Kurt
Like,
Russell.
on the drive home, I put on their like best of, just because I was like, I'm like, I like them. I'm just curious how much I like. Actually, I used to listen to them a lot, and haven't as much in years. So I was like curious how much I still like knew them, and I knew the words to just about all those songs. So
Nice.
you know, so I was a decent enough fan.
So you were crushing it, dude.
Yeah, dude. And then I had to like, I went back and told them that, oh no, there's all your songs. Name a song. Name one of your
And they
songs.
were like, "What you doing at our house, mate? It's been hours." Are they British? What,
hey, bro.
Where are they
No.
from?
I think they're from America.
They're from Detroit. No.
Maybe, I don't know. I
They
don't
could
think
be.
so, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. That's a fun time. That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. They you know, they were just like in the main dining room, and so they're like at that stage where like they're not known enough that they can at least like just hang out, which is super cool for them. I'm happy about that. When Jim Gaffigan was at our restaurant, I felt so bad for him because he was like, we were legit like had to create like a wall. There was like this bachelor party that saw him, and they were trying to get in the room, and they kept trying to like sneak in, and we had to like be like, guys, fuck off, like stop
like a
it.
bachelor
And then like
party
he
is
went to
like
the
a-
bathroom at one point, and they like
yeah.
rushed in the bathroom after him. It's like, leave the guy alone, Jesus Christ.
That poor guy. And he's just like,
Leviathan Den says, I'm gonna come to your restaurant. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure. No, he's probably like, fuck you, leave me alone. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna come to your restaurant, request you as a waiter, pretend I don't know you, and rap BC Boy songs to you.
That's
Hey, as long as you
hilarious.
tip well, man, go for it. Can't stand you the way I'm playing. This Watergate. I feel like most of the songs I can like mumble them. I don't actually know the words. That's true about almost all music, honestly, for me.
Yeah, you did like you give me 98% of songs that I like really know, and the depth of like my lyric knowledge for them comes down to someone on my song, sugar, baby, summer fly, my butterfly. Which is actually ironic for me because I know all of the lyrics to Butterfly by Crazy Town. That was just a bad example.
So that's the example you picked. You just didn't want to show off.
Such a sexy, pretty little thing. The eyes on my thumb and it makes my tongue ring. Cause you're my butterfly, you're my butterfly. Yeah. Maybe I don't know all the lyrics. Which is a good thing.
No, that's the official lyrics to that song.
Yeah.
There's this old SNL sketch where it's like remember those 90s compilation commercials where it's like all the hits, and I guess we've made one of those.
We've
right?
made a
It's one
parody
our
of that.
cartoons.
We've made this sketch, Brandon.
That's true. But anyways, there's one where it's like you're singing your favorite songs at the bar, and it's like all these drunk people at a bar, and they like know they know like the 5 lines of like the main line, and then after that they're all just mumbling the rest of the song.
That's funny as hell.
It's like including all the words you know and nothing more.
That's good stuff.
Bubba Rocket says, what's the game? Well,
That we're playing?
Ian's gonna explain it for you.
Oh man, we
The
described
game we're playing right now.
We described two X-Men, like obscure X-Men characters' powers to each other, or describe them in a bad way. For all I know, I could be drawing Nightcrawler right now. But then we're just drawing them based on that, and that's it. That's the fun.
Yeah.
Brandon guessed
We tried
Jubilee,
to pick some.
so
She's not a obscure X-Men.
she's not an obscure one, but she does do just that one thing.
That's true. Have you watched the cartoon? She was a big part of it. I used to watch
meaning
that.
to.
Well, I mean the original, the old
yeah.
90s one.
Oh yeah, I watched the old '90s one, and now they brought back the old '90s one.
Exactly. I haven't watched that yet, but I'm just saying, like, I know Jubilee because she was like one of the main parts of that.
Yeah, she was. So was Wolverine and his crush on Jean Grey, and that shit was so funny every time. Because it's like episode
I love that meme
3.
of him like looking at the photo.
Yeah, I remember watching that in college, like with some friends, and like episode 3, Wolverine's like, Jean Grey, and he does the scene where that meme happens, and I'm like, this is so funny that Wolverine's like such a sad boy over Jean Grey. Like, it's so funny.
What? Even mutants feel love, Ian.
I know, but Wolverine as like the mutant to be the most like in love, it just feels very funny. It's like watching like a god trip, you know?
Fair enough.
Speaking of which, you can see God Trip if you play Super Smash Bros. Melee and unlock God. The tripping mechanic? That is crazy.
Isn't he the hand?
Yeah, I guess he is. He doesn't trip though.
We don't see his feet. We only see his hand, so we don't know for sure.
So I can't.
There's no way to know for sure.
That's why you don't see any porn of that guy. It's because you can't see his feet.
I guarantee if you look up Master Hand Rule 34, there is porn.
The word master is in there.
Is that what his name is? Master Hand? Master
I think
Glove?
so, yeah. That sounds about right.
Somebody look that up and do not send it to me, but just, you know.
Send Brandon all of the Smash Brothers porn, I guess, is what he's saying right now. I would say there's definitely more porn of any other character before you get to like the maximum number of Master Hand pictures, I would say. That's my prediction. Is he's low on the list, but only mostly because you can't see it.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. You have to pay extra for that.
Yeah. So, like, the interesting thing about X-Men uniforms is they're always just, like, so tight and form-fitting.
Sure. You think, is that the interesting thing?
No. It's an interesting aspect that I'm grappling with as I'm drawing this character. I'm
Gotcha.
like, what's his weirdo suit, jumpsuit gonna be?
So put yourself in their tight shoes. Do you think that is a good thing to have?
I don't know. I think it depends on like what your comfort level is with that. Cause like if it was me and they were like, be in this skin tight jumpsuit, we can see like the outline of your dick. I'll be like, guys, I'm a little uncomfortable right now. I would rather wear shorts. Or what
But
about
when you're
this?
doing like weird like acrobatic like backflips all the time and like running up the wall, you probably don't want to get caught on shit.
True. I will probably, it would, like, I mean, they have a training regimen for everyone. It would probably be one of those things. Xavier would be like, hey, dog, I sensed from my mind that you are uncomfortable with the jumpsuits. We're going to have jumpsuit training. And I'll be like, how? But okay.
You go to the, whatever that room, the danger room.
The danger room,
and then
that's right, the holodeck.
They simulate increasingly tighter clothing to see where your limit is.
There you go.
You know, Professor X is like, guys, don't feel uncomfortable about your bodies. I can read your minds. So I know what you all look like naked.
I already know what all your dicks
yourself.
look like because I've read your minds. I've looked
and you
back
guys
at
keep
your
picturing them. Stop thinking about your dicks, and I won't know.
That's right. Professor Xavier, I haven't thought about how my dick looked like. Oh, but you will.
You did just now when you said that out loud.
I've seen.
Now I know.
I've turned Professor X into like a predator.
Yeah. Speaking of that, that was the media I engaged with this week. I watched Predator yesterday.
Oh, okay, but actually, like just the Alien movie, like Predator with Carl Weathers.
Yeah.
Nice. How long
It's
has it
got
been
Carl
since
Weathers, and it's got Arnold, and it's got Jesse the Body Ventura.
Yes, it does. How long? When's the last time you've seen Predator?
It's been years. I would say probably like maybe 5 years or something.
Okay. I feel like I saw it at some point during the pandemic, just like when I was watching shit again. I watched Predator a lot. I've seen Predator at least 5 to 6 times, I would say.
It's a fun movie.
It's a great movie. It's one of my
There's
favorites.
something cool about seeing these old action movies because there's so many things that like you want to laugh because you're like, oh, what a cliche, but then you're like, is this the source of the cliche though? Does it count as a cliche if they did it first? They did it first, so you know.
Yeah,
that makes it awesome.
Those directors and those movies are some of my favorites. Cause who directed Predator?
I don't know, actually.
I want to say it was Paul Verhoeven, but I know for a fact it's not. But he's just made some of my favorite action movies. I know, right? I know Shane Black was involved in like the script or something. Maybe not. Maybe that's too long ago. Okay, John McTiernan, and he directed The Hunt for the Red October, Last Action Hero, Die Hard.
Well, there we go.
This is why I think of him with Paul Verhoeven, is because he's also directed some amazing. Oh, that's right. You know what else he directed? 2002's Rollerball.
Oh my god! Wow.
No way.
What a great film.
What's weird is
he had a heavy hand in the night vision scene.
That's the last. Oh, he directed something. He did. What? Okay, so hold on. He hasn't directed anything.
Did Rollerball kill him?
Rollerball pretty much killed him. It looks like. Wait. He pleaded guilty to perjury and lying to an FBI investigator in regard to his hiring of the private investigator Anthony Pellicano in late 2000 to illegally wiretap the phone calls of 2 people, one of whom was Charles Roven, a co-producer of his action film remake Rollerball. He was incarcerated in federal prison from April 2013 to February 2014. During his imprisonment, he filed for bankruptcy amidst foreclosure proceedings for his large ranch residence.
All because of Rollerball.
Wow.
Why did... You shouldn't have made that movie, man.
Jesus Christ. So then the last movie he made was immediately after Rollerball, called Basic, starring John Travolta and Sam Jackson and Connie Nielsen.
When did that come out?
The year after. So Rollerball came out in 2002. This movie came out in 2003. He hasn't directed a movie since.
Oh man, it killed. That's a shame.
Literally killed his whole career. But then I'm looking up John McTiernan, and another movie's appearing now in the list, and it's saying something called Captain. Well, it looks bad. It looks real. What is this? This is Bollywood. This is a Bollywood movie. How is he involved?
Maybe he has to. Oh. Maybe he has to make movies outside of America at this point.
It's just the Bollywood remake of Predator, is what it is.
Oh, okay.
With a. Actually, the monster design is kind of sick.
Does it look like Predator?
No, it looks like an alien saber-toothed tiger. Is how I can best describe it. But like way different. Oh, but the screenshots from the actual movie don't look. I don't know. The screenshots I'm seeing from the actual movie don't look as good. But the promo images look sick. For the monster. Okay. Well,
Predator was great. I liked it. I've seen it before. Morgan has never seen it before. She liked it a lot. She had a lot of good fun.
Interesting. Okay. So now she knows where Get to the Choppa came from.
Yeah, there's
She
a
was
lot of
dying
good
to
ones in
know.
there. There's the we actually, that was like our discussion right after it ended. She's like, we were discussing how like Get to the Choppers from that, how do it, kill me, do it now,
Do it now.
That's from that.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? Kill me. You know that meme
now,
with
kill
the,
me, I'm right here, what you waiting for?
Sorry, go ahead.
you son of a bitch, and then the like, whoosh, like
Oh, yeah.
that meme, like
The meme.
handshake.
Yeah. Lots of pop culture inflection moments from that movie.
Yeah. Yep. Trying to think if there's anything else from it that was like, I mean, there's some of my favorite Arnold lines are from that movie. Like there's at one point within like 3 seconds of each other, like they don't even space these things out. He stabs a guy with a giant Bowie knife so hard that he's like stuck to the side of a tree, and he says,
Yeah.
"Stick around," and then he goes around the corner and he opens up a door and he goes, "Knock knock," and then he machine guns down like 6 people. And that's all within like moments that they don't spread out the one-liners. They just get right into it.
They get right into it. It's also kind of
They're like,
interesting.
hey, it's gonna be serious later. We don't have time. We gotta get the goofs and gaffs out of our systems right now.
Yeah, it's interesting how the movie is kind of from dusk till dawn. Yeah, like you think it's one kind of movie, and then they're like, haha, psych, it's aliens. Like I don't think From Dusk Till Dawn would exist in the same
It's
way.
not true though.
Isn't like for a while in Predator? Because here's the thing: imagine you go into the movie Predator with absolutely no like knowledge beforehand. You don't know for a while that it's an alien movie. You think it's like
No,
some
it's not
dudes...
true. It's not true. I'm here to explain to you why it's not true.
Okay.
The very first shot of the film is a
That's
spaceship
true.
crashing to Earth.
Yeah,
Like with
okay.
like before anything.
Yes,
Before you see a
fair.
human.
But that's it. That's it then. Like that's it for a
It
while.
could be anything.
I know. That's the thing is you could watch you're 10 minutes into the film. I forgot that fucking shot. It's in the movie. You're 10 minutes into the film. You already forget that you watched a spaceship crash into Earth. I swear to gosh. But you're right.
Okay, fair enough.
You're absolutely right about that though. That is the giveaway. But for the most part, the movie does play it pretty like this is not an alien movie. These are some dudes in the jungle solving a weird jungle mystery of
They're
like
the
armies.
best of the best, you know.
Yeah. And then it turns into aliens, and it's kind of a shocker if you've never seen the movie.
If you were getting popcorn and you walked in, if you like 1 minute late, you have no idea.
The movie started. You have
You've
no
already
clue.
missed. You didn't know it's an alien film.
Yeah.
Granted, this is from the era of like when you're in the jungle and the jungle moves, watch your back because Predator is coming for you.
I'll be back.
Like they trailers now are like the whole
Here's
movie,
the
but
movie.
like made into a short film. But back then,
Yeah.
they were like they would still just kind of like whatever was written on the back of the VHS. That's what they would read in the trailer.
I'm gonna watch Predator original trailer, and I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm actually curious now too.
I'm curious.
But it was good. It's a great movie.
All right, I'm on the YouTube.
Bell says, I'm pretty sure most Supermen tuck. Because you were asking about the skin tight outfits.
I did not read
Makes
that
sense.
as tuck.
Oh, they fuck too. Oh, good, you're playing it. I want to hear it. This is good.
Now, what are we gonna do?
In a part of the world where there are no rules.
Oh man, I'm getting it pretty good. I said in the jungle.
You're not far off.
What do you mean?
Deep in the jungle when nothing that
Hey!
lives is safe.
You're in a world after.
There you go.
Hey, the knock knocks in there.
Rescue squad
You're bleeding, man.
An elite rescue squad.
is being led by the ultimate warrior.
You need the best. That's why you're here.
But now,
Let's get until this is cooked.
something that we're waiting for. They're up against the ultimate enemy.
Okay.
Nothing like it has ever been.
You straight up see a monster claw.
I nailed it. I totally just predicted that whole trailer. The voice and everything.
Blood of bodies. We have nothing.
But it sees the heat of our bodies and the heat of our fear.
See, they're telling the whole thing.
They
You
are
know
telling
its
the whole
abilities already.
It's us.
We're
So if you missed
seeing,
the
like,
trailer, you came with a friend, and then you were
they
getting
just showed
popcorn.
Carl Weathers with his arm off.
Well, that's
Like
That's-
maybe you don't know it's
is this
Carl
the original
Weathers.
trailer?
This is the original trailer, apparently.
Because
I mean, it's
sometimes
pretty
you get
classic
like a different
sounding.
cut when they're like trying to sell the VHS.
True. This is the. I mean, this is off the 20th Century Studios page. It was posted in 2014, and it says it's the
It's definitely an
throwback
old trailer. You can tell just
Yeah.
from the voice.
It's definitely a throwback trailer, but they don't say like what it was for, if it was for theaters or if it was for like home video release. The blurb feels like something that they would put in the video or the commercial somewhere. Arnold Schwarzenegger wages an all-out war against an unseen enemy, a force more powerful and deadly than any on Earth, because the Predator is not of this Earth. That's a fucking alien.
I like that, like, because like they had to explain it more than that, because like you're an idiot.
Because
They're
you're
like-
you're a dumb idiot.
Nothing like of this Earth, like the Predator, who's not from here because he's from space, because he's an alien.
Exactly. But yeah, this shot right here is completely Carl Weathers, arm off, getting stabbed in the gut by the Predator. Spoiler alert for anybody.
Sheesh.
But like, you wouldn't really know it was Carl Weathers unless you've already seen the movie and know what his outfit is, because I can see his hat, I can see like his sleeveless shirt. Like, it's clearly Carl Weathers. But this is like showing several crew members' death, and it's showing creature claws. So
It described the monster's like personality.
yeah. And then
If it bleeds,
now
we
they're
can kill
showing
it. That's
Arnold.
another great line.
Now they're showing Arnold Schwarzenegger's like strategy. This is kind of giving away the whole movie too, in a way.
Maybe we're doing that thing where we're like, man, trailers used to be better, but nowadays maybe they've always sucked. I don't know.
I mean, the first 30 seconds were cool, but they just straight up showed him fighting the Predator. Like, I guess you would hope he would fight the Predator when you're like gonna go watch the movie. You're like, oh man, I hope he fights the Predator, and this trailer shows you. No, he does, dude. He totally does, dude. It's so sick. He fights the fucking Predator, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Anyways, sorry,
Yeah.
that was quite the diversion.
No, it's okay. I was interested in actually hearing that. But yeah, it's funny how he's like, it can see heat, and also it's an alien from space. Its name is the Predator, and it's coming for you.
His
It
name's
likes
not
to
actually
chop
Predator.
off Carl Weathers' arm about an hour, into the film.
His name's not actually Predator. It's our name for him. It's our moniker for him. His mother at home doesn't call him Predator. His mother at home actually calls him which is a language that we can't pronounce here, but let it be known that is actually a loving term of endearment at home. He grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. What do you
I have a couple things to say about the film
Okay.
that I thought were weird. Not necessarily weird, but like, yeah, kind of weird.
Okay.
But funny, interesting. So first off, when the Predator, spoiler alert, when the Predator dies
Whoa,
and it sets off a giant bomb,
Yes.
it does this laugh.
It plays
Do
Jesse
you remember the
Ventura's
laugh?
laugh back at him.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, because if you remember at like the 30-minute mark of the movie, somewhere around there, one of the characters
was
tells
the-
a joke.
The tracker. It wasn't Jesse Ventura.
Yeah.
It was the tracker.
The tracker laughs, and you see the Predator like take a recording of it. It's the Predator
Okay.
playing back his laugh.
All right. Okay. I suspected maybe, but it just sounded different, so I wasn't sure if that's what it was. But okay, confirmed. Other thing, they do this cool thing at the end that I want more movies to do, where as soon as the movie ends, it starts this like sitcom credits where all the characters look at the camera and like laugh.
Oh, I love
And then
that.
it shows their name under
It's
it.
so charming.
Like you just watched like all these characters get ripped to bits and like skinned alive and like their arms chopped off, and then it's just them like spinning a gun and they smile and laugh, and then it says like Carl Weathers, and then
I
like the
love
next
it
one's
so
like
much. It's like so
loading the
charming.
gun, and he looks up and he's like smiles, and it's like so and so. I just
Yeah.
like that. It just felt so out of place for where the movie. It just ended with Arnold sitting on like a helicopter. He's just been extracted. He's covered in like blood and mud, and he's just like so like
Traumatized.
in shock. Credits roll, and then it's like Predator movie. It's pretty awesome. I like it.
I did a close up of both of us as we did as you did your thing, and then I did a close up of me as I did my thing. So I feel like we really illustrated the point.
Good.
I was gonna ask you actually to do that, and then you did it anyway, so it kind of worked out like so well. Except for I just ruined it by explaining it to everybody, but
that's all right. It's all right.
We'll cut that out. We'll cut that out.
Xenut says, "Is Brandon drawing biblically accurate angel?" Well, Ian doesn't know what it looks like yet, but we're doing a.
I'm so excited.
I don't know if you were here for the main thing, but basically we gave each other like a D-list X-Men, and then only described their like abilities, basically, and now we're trying to draw them what they might look like.
Brandon, it just hit 9:06. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. Do you want to go for a break real quick?
Sure.
Okay. We'll be right back, folks.
Let me throw down an ad.
Yes, please. That'd be great.
Okay.
All right. Burb.
Here we go.
Here we go. Are you a fish?
I don't know why it was a fish, but that made it funnier. Felt like a Billy Mouth bass doing like soprano voices.
I feel like it's gotta be. I haven't seen enough Sopranos to make a.
Sleeping with the Fishes is the only thing I can think of that's mob related.
Well, I read the book I Heard You Paint Houses, which is what they based the movie The Irishman off of.
Yes.
They talk about how if you deliver a fish, or maybe this is an episode of The Golden Girls. I'm not sure, but if you give a fish,
I think it happens in The Godfather at one point too, where they get a piece of newspaper wrapped up and there's a fish, and it's a sign. Somebody sleeps with the fishes, or you're going to be sleeping with the fishes. Someone's sleeping with the fishes, that's for sure.
Yeah. So maybe it's something to do with that. But also maybe it's just an actual fish that Tony Soprano starts seeing in his mind when it talks to him.
Maybe he's reincarnated as a fish after he gets shot in the head at the end of the first.
At the diner that they cut off and they go, "Don't stop."
Yeah, if you watch the extended cut, it immediately says "Don't stop," and then it cuts to just like a fish underwater because his consciousness is reborn within a fish. He is reincarnated.
It was too avant-garde for the
Buddhism had it right.
Yeah, they did. It was too avant-garde though for HBO, and they were like, "No, I'm sorry, we gotta cut it off in the middle of a sentence."
If religion is real, this is the rabbit hole I'm going down. If religion is real, I guess like obviously like Christian. Well, no, not really, because then nobody would be able to get in. I was gonna say like heaven, I guess is cool because it's just like, hey, everything you like, just forever enjoy.
Hey.
Like that, I guess that wins, right? But
just beautiful, beautiful forever. And you never feel sad or bad. Wow.
But Buddhism sounds the most interesting. I mean, I guess they don't really. I think a lot of times they're just saying like your energy is transferred. It's like more of like a tangible thing. But like,
yeah,
if your
you're
consciousness,
not gonna, like, wake up
that would be
like,
a very.
I'm a fish.
That'd be pretty cool though. That's a. In a sense, that happens, but it's not you, right? Like, it's, like in a sense, like scientifically.
Yeah, your energy gets transferred.
Electricity in your brain right now is going to be probably in something else's brain at some point.
Yes, I think that's an accurate.
But yeah, getting turned into different shit would be a fun.
Would be pretty sick.
A fun cycle.
I hope I get to go to Narnia and hang out with Aslan forever.
Because you died on a train?
Because I died on a train.
Cool.
I don't know. There's some interesting afterlives out there.
Yeah, what's the best afterlife? I wonder. Purgatory is not. I think it's like escape the back rooms, but like forever.
Did you know that they found the back rooms?
Yeah, I just saw that post like this week.
Very funny. I love that. I love the internet for that.
It'd be weird to walk into that place.
Oh my god.
And be like, wait a minute.
I would immediately turn tail and get the fuck out.
Yeah, like I shouldn't be here. It's real.
I've seen this. What the fuck? But yeah. Who else was I talking? I think I was talking to Austin about that too. But yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
I like those weird kind of like cultural like horror story type things that are like modern.
Yeah,
modern. And they're almost they're almost like a folk tale, but they're also like it's known that they're like fake, but they're just I don't know. It's just cool.
Yeah.
Like it's like folk tales on the internet is kind of how they come to be.
It's just like instead of folktales being like this is what we think is real because we don't know any better. It's like just the ones that people have the most fun with are the ones that get propagated and spread everywhere. But it is like a modern folk. I wrote an article about it some time ago. Excuse me, about how it's like our modern folklore. I'm a big fan. I love it. I mean, I follow like this YouTube channel where it's just this person's making like a series about this, like it's like all first person recorded VHS footage of like a person going through like not just the back rooms, but like there's multiple levels of it. So there's like one where it's like a prefab neighborhood that goes forever, and then there's one that's like a mall that's like forever, and it's like it's the same liminal space sort of aesthetic, but different variations of it, and it's very cool to see.
It's cool that these things kind of actually exist in the real world too, like not in a scary way, but like, there's spots where there's like an abandoned mall or like things that just are very much that
liminal space.
Now that this like folklore type story has been created, it makes these very ordinary, maybe like somewhat boring spaces become something different, which is kind of interesting.
It's interesting how just attaching a story to not even a specific place, but like a sense of a place, can turn it from something that you would normally just like pass through, like truly being liminal, to being like all of a sudden it's a place that's interesting and it's new and it's different, even though its purpose is to be ignored. All of a sudden you've made it unignorable by making it part of the culture. It's interesting.
Leviathan Dunn says Backrooms Pools is a beautiful looking game. Yeah, that looks pretty. The only thing is, I feel like I would be just constantly. From what I understand, the game has nothing scary in it, unless that's just them doing good marketing so that it makes it scarier. But it's like you have this urge to not trust them, right? When they say that.
Oh yeah.
You're like, something's gonna fucking pop out at me. I know it's going to.
Yeah.
But it does. Yeah, it looks nice.
We gotta finish playing that.
Oh yeah, we got stuck on that one level.
We got stuck, but obviously it doesn't end there. So
give it another shot, and then if we sit another long time, then we can maybe look it up and
we'll
keep
just
moving.
look it up.
But I would like to beat it.
Yeah, I would love to beat it. That'd be awesome. I was having fun with it.
Yeah.
Fucking one manning that dog room was, or that dog area.
Oh yeah.
Was.
Forgot about that.
That was tough.
I just got to watch.
That was fun though. It was good.
Yeah. We're not good boys.
I've wanted to. They were not good boys. I've wanted to make a Backrooms-esque, because I made some 3D first person like renders of like those like horror places that I modeled way back like last year. I did some like renders of like a person like walking through them and like, oh, what's that? Look over there. Like made it look like a person looking around at these places. I rendered those out, and I have those. And I thought it'd be cool to do that with like a Backrooms type place, but like my own interpretation of a Backrooms, because like I said, there's those levels of Backrooms, and I thought a cool one would be like a back alleys, like it's just infinite. You never hit a main street, you're just constantly going behind buildings and you never see the front of them.
Yeah.
And something like that. But
like that.
That'd be cool to do.
Real quick, Belba Rock says those stories are much scarier to me than any other sort of fiction. Yeah, I think they're like often the ways this kind of answers the next question too, where Leviathan Dead said, how did that trend even come about? I think what makes them kind of scary and also how they come to be is they're often stories told in like forum type areas, and they're often told kind of almost like wrestling, where it's like, hey, yeah, we all know it's fake, but it's fun to pretend like it's real, and even the comments engage in it like it's real.
Exactly.
There's like whole
Kayfabe.
subreddits dedicated to that, called like No Sleep was a good one, where it's all just people telling scary stories, but they're told like they're real. Like,
yeah.
And that just kind of, sometimes I read that and it's creepy. So
way,
that kind of adds, I think.
This is for everyone, because we talked about this in a previous episode, but that aspect of wrestling you're talking about is called kayfabe. For anyone who doesn't know, kayfabe is when you know it's fake, but you're pretending it's real in wrestling. But you can apply that term to anything else now if you want. I mean, obviously you're gonna have to describe the term for people who aren't into wrestling, but I don't know. It's a good vocab word in my opinion.
Yeah, I like it.
Kayfabe.
But yeah, so I don't know where Backrooms came from. It's probably 4chan or Reddit or something like that. One of those like green text
post, if I remember. Yeah, it was a green text if I remember correctly.
Which is also where things like, I think, like Slender Man and some other modern folk
Slender
type
Man
stories
was
came from.
Something Awful forum post. Something Awful, if folks don't know, is considered like one of the better internet forums. Like it had much more prestige way back in the day. Nowadays, I don't even know if it exists anymore still, but it's definitely kind of lost a lot of its prestige. But the reason it was so prestigious is you had to pay $10 to get an account on there, which means the only
Cuts
people
the
who
fat.
post, it cuts the fat. So Something Awful had some like really quality posts on there, a lot of things that ended up shaping the internet the way it has. Slenderman came from a Something Awful Photoshop thread called, Photoshop creepy monster, blah 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 blah, and somebody made a fake news article of Slenderman, and the rest is kind of, everyone in the thread was like, dude, Slenderman is so cool, and they made their own versions, and then it kind of spread out from beyond Something Awful into the internet, and then eventually somebody got stabbed, I guess. So that's kind of how you do that.
That's how all stories end up. Somebody gets stabbed.
That's
Write a book. Someone
That's
gets
right.
stabbed eventually.
Guy Painting says, walk in and hear Something Awful. Lovely. Those who know. Funny or Die was God tier, but not now. Yeah, Funny or Die used to be pretty solid, but they unfortunately did not last, which is a shame. Same with College Humor. College Humor used to have some quality videos, even especially for a place called College Humor. Rip in peace, College Humor, though. Then who was phone, says Z-Newts. That's also a 4chan green text. Is who was phone.
I don't know these.
You don't know then who was phone?
Nope.
Oh. Then who
I
was
don't
phone?
think so.
It's like a joke of scary stories. Let me just Google it real quick because it's so simple.
I kind of got that from like the broken English. I'm assuming it's some kind of like the call came from within the house type story or something.
Yeah, so it's basically the original creepypasta was posted on 4chan's paranormal board, and it reads as such. It's from Anonymous. This was posted on March 28th, 2008. So you're, and please keep in mind, you're is spelled U-R. So with your honey and your Y-U-R making out when, W-E-N, the phone rings, R-I-G-N-S. You, spelled you, answer, A-N-S-E-R, it, and the voice is, what are you doing with my daughter? You tell your girl and she say, my dad is dead. Then who was phone? All caps.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'll post it in the fucking DrawBomb because it might as well. So then people could see. But that was then who was phone, just like classic quote unquote creepypasta. Oh yes, College Humor went hard. Onion I feel is still, yeah, the Onion's still good. Guy Painting.
Yeah, Onion's awesome. They're doing
Yeah.
God's work over there.
Onion's still out there posting articles that are almost just barely satire. All right.
How's your drawing coming along?
It's coming.
I'm about to color, I think.
I tried to figure out what his suit would look like for his superpower, and I just came up with a very generic X-Men suit, unfortunately. Which I feel like is appropriate.
They all basically dress the same in a way.
Yeah.
Like sometimes their power allows them to have like a. So I kind of
A
just
tail or
I don't
some
know.
shit,
Mine's
but
mine's pretty wild. There's no way I'm even close to what this thing looks like.
okay. I'm excited to see it. Because my guy definitely doesn't look like the guy, I assume.
I feel like ours are opposite. Like the character I give you is kind of a wacky looking character, and you're probably not drawing him that way. And mine's probably looks a little more grounded and normal, and I'm drawing him super wacky.
Well, I mean, I hope that's the case. That sounds like so. Now I'm hearing that my character was supposed to be wacky looking.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Oh shit!
I feel like I can tell you that now because you're doing your own thing, and it's not gonna change your trajectory at this point.
Yeah, I'm actively coloring right now.
Yeah. Okay. So I assume that's. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said anything. But
Great. Well, this will be fun to see then. And as for whether or not my character is wacky compared to your drawing, I don't know. I won't know until I see. I don't know how wacky.
Oh, you haven't seen what mine looks like?
No.
Oh, you know what mine looks like, or what the actual character looks like.
I know what the character looks like. I don't know what your drawing
fair.
interpretation of it looks like.
It's pretty wacky.
Oh boy.
Oh jeez.
Oh Jesus! So we saw
let's see.
Furiosa a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. I won't spend too much time on this because I already talked about it a lot last week. But we finished up. We watched Thunderdome.
Nice.
I don't think I talked about that yet, did I? Or did I bring that up last week?
No.
Okay, so I was expecting to really like Thunderdome.
Uh-huh.
I think it's my least favorite of the whole series.
Interesting.
Thunderdome is, the first half is real good. It has some of the best like design in the series. It's for the older ones. Obviously, like I think the newer ones like have the best design. But it has some of the best design. Like Bartertown is really interesting, and like Master Blaster's cool. And like
love that there's a guy
Tina
named
Turner
Master
does a good
Blaster.
job. Yeah.
It's just a great name for
They're
a
all
character.
good. But about halfway through the movie, I didn't really remember this, surprisingly, even though I mean I haven't seen these since I was like actual child. Like probably shouldn't watch them then, but whatever. So halfway through the movie, Max leaves Bartertown and he finds this tribe of children, and it basically is like Hook. It's like they're like Max, and they're like trying to get him, like he's the chosen one, and they're trying to get him to like help them, and but it's like it turns into like feels like a PG kind of like family thing. And yeah, there's still some people dying here and there and stuff like that, but like the whole end, they obviously at the end they do a car battle. They waits till the very end and they finally do a car battle, and then a lot of the people getting hurt now, there's like, I think because there's kids involved, the kids aren't the ones like getting hurt, but I'm just saying because they're like in the scenes now, I think it gets a little bit more tame, and like
because they don't want to scare the child.
The people getting hurt,
movie.
it's very like Looney Tunes. Like a dude like gets blown up, and then all of a sudden he's like the smoke clears, and he's like covered in soot, and he's like bleh, bleh, bleh. The only thing that was missing was like birds chirping around his head, and like people like getting bonked in the face and being like blah, 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 blah. Like very Looney Tunes in this end half of the movie.
You could tell by that point in the movie the dude really wanted to direct Happy Feet, you know, man? Like, shit.
yeah, I mean, that's actually what I was thinking about. I'm like, yeah, and then this guy went on to make family movies.
Makes sense.
It does, actually. But yeah, so I don't know. It was just, I was very bored, like, the second half. It just felt very, like...
Interesting.
Like, I thought Mad Max 1 would be my least favorite, but I ended up liking it more just because even though it was, like, batshit crazy, it was interesting.
Right.
It was like disjointed and weird, and like it felt like he had filmed a bunch of scenes and then had to find a way to like arrange them, especially for the first half. Mm-hmm. But still, even during that, I was just like watching intently because I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Right.
With Thunderdome, I was pretty much like starting to like tune out because I was like, it's kind of boring.
Gotcha.
A little too tame. Not that I need like extreme violence and shit, but I'm just, you know, it's Mad Max. I'm expecting a certain thing.
Yeah.
It's very off from that. Yeah, it felt a lot like Hook, but not as good.
It's interesting. Because, like, I feel like even Furiosa had its occasional moment. Like, it was a pretty brutal movie. Like, people got their arms grinded against wheels, and, like, people got hung, and this, that, and the other. But there's also, like, the occasional moment of some Looney Tunes-ness going on in Furiosa, too. I feel like he's always got, like, a little bit of, like...
That's always been there. You're right.
Yeah, it's always been there, I feel like, and it's always there. And you know what? I respect it. I respect that he's, like... willing to get a little wacky with it, even like in a super serious post-apocalyptic movie. He'll be like, yeah, let's let their eyes bug out.
Yeah, Road Warrior or 1 and 2 had a lot of goofy moments like that too. I guess that's like honestly low on my level of complaints. It was more so just like the weird kid plot was just
especially
not
if
interesting.
If it takes up the whole like half of the movie where all of a sudden it's all Looney Tunes antics. Like I get it. Like I'm not discounting like how you feel about that aspect of the movie. I'm just it's interesting to me that he's kind of retained that quality to his films this whole time, and like has had it since the beginning. I do feel like Furiosa was maybe one of the most grounded of the series.
It definitely had like the most story. I feel like
had the most story. It felt like it had the least like there was some ridiculous shit going on in like the Mad Max gangs and things like that, but like this one, like Furiosa did feel like it had the least. Like Fury Road has a dude whose like job is to play awesome guitar that is also a flamethrower, and like that's it. That's all he does, and it's like sick as hell, and it looks super cool, and it's very fun. But like, what he's wasting gasoline by making those flames.
Everybody
guitar.
who watches the movie laughs when that scene first happens. Like, it's a silly. It's funny. Like it's
funny,
but like that movie more than
silly.
More than the entire franchise, that movie is the most like the embodiment of like a metal album cover if it were like filmed. More than any of them. Like it's just like straight up like here's some crazy visuals and cool action, and it goes for like 2.5 hours.
You could make a metal album based on Fury Road's like just.
I would love to hear that. Somebody do that like Dark Side of the Moon like. It's the same runtime album, and then you play it over Fury Road. I would love that. Please do that.
I love that. That'd be sick as hell. That'd be awesome. So, what was I? Oh, anyways, yeah, it's interesting that he's just always had that sort of like silliness to them, and Furiosa felt like it had the least amount of characters who were extraneously goofy. Like I felt like most of the characters. Like, you could say they have this purpose, that purpose, and the other, but Fury Road has, like, he play guitar and make flames. And it's like, I don't, so Furiosa, I felt like, had the least goofiness, cartooniness.
Hemsworth was kind of a silly boy, but I liked him a lot. I actually, like, I know you said he was a little grating on you, but I enjoyed,
I have,
like,
look,
almost every time he was on the screen.
I think his presence was absolutely necessary for the movie, don't get me wrong. I feel like the movie is propelled a lot by his performance. Like, I have nothing wrong with that, or Chris Hemsworth's performance. There's just a couple of scenes where I felt like the editor should have trimmed it. And, like, Chris Hemsworth is clearly there, like, they told him, chew the scenery for a little bit. So, like, I just remember there's one scene, it's like when he's having the meeting with the guy who runs the Citadel. I forget his name off the top of my head right now. And Morton Joe. He and like all of his pals, and it's like Chris Hemsworth and his gang, and they meet up in the tower to like trade Furiosa for beans or whatever the hell they trade her for. There's like, I just remember there was a point in that scene where like the deal's been struck, and Chris Hemsworth is there just going like, yes, aha, good deal, I'm a very good businessman, haha. Yes. Okay, well, I'm so glad that worked out. Well, aha. Yes, you over there. What are you up to, my fellow man? Yes. Okay, yeah, playing Game Boy. Okay, cool. Yeah. Well,
no, you're not wrong.
I just felt like they needed to trim that scene a little bit. Like I don't.
That's sure. Like, I think the whole movie, like, my only real criticism of Furiosa is I think it could be cut down a little. Other than that, I pretty much like, especially now that I've had some time to like sit on it and think about it. I like it a lot.
That was a good movie. I've drawn my guy. I'm gonna give him one kooky feature.
I'm doing some coloring, but mine's almost done.
And then I think I'm gonna call him done. So anyways, Furiosa I thought was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I haven't watched anything else.
I'm trying to think what I did. I think that's it.
Well then.
I think that's it. Yeah, Predator and then all the Mad Max movies.
Wow, we've been up to so much. I mean, to be fair, I lived life experiences, like not like crazy new ones. Like I went to mini golf in a festival.
Yeah.
But those are cool.
It's
and
awesome.
I just don't have a crazy story or I can't give you my thoughts. Like, yes, the Bluegrass Festival is good, but I didn't like how the 4 chicken tenders cost me $8. It's too much money.
That's a fair argument, I think. Honestly.
Yeah. Too much money for chicken fingers, right? Like, it's like $2 a chicken finger. Like, what the fuck?
They don't need to be so expensive.
They were pretty okay chicken. Like, they tasted fine. It's just like I wasn't.
I'm sure the most expensive part of it is just finding chickens with fingers, but then like after that, it's like I shouldn't have to pay.
Yeah. Fucking
Excessively out the ass.
out the ass.
I went to a antique thing, like an antique warehouse thing, and walked around with Morgan yesterday, and it was fun. I like that kind of stuff. I like finding weird.
I do too.
I feel like you can. I think people like if you have like a space that you have the privilege of being able to decorate. I think if you go find some weird niche things that are like your personality and aren't just like no shade to Target, but aren't just like from the home decorating aisle of Target.
Funko Pops?
Where well, yeah, I mean, I guess that too. But I'm just saying, like, you know, like I think it's very easy to like be like, oh, I want my house to look nice, so you just grab the stuff that like everybody grabs. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is like if you go to like some weird spots and find some like unique items, you can really like have a lot of like character in your space, I think. And it's not like that expensive to do, and I don't know. I try to do that a lot. Like we have weird stuff all over the house, but it also doesn't look like Pee-wee's Playhouse. It's like it's nice, but we have just interesting stuff around that's like means something to us or is interesting to us.
I think your house is very lovely and designed well.
There it is. That is what I was fishing for. Thank you so much. God,
You're so welcome.
I was almost out of breath.
Hey, I'm such a good guy for saying these things.
We walked around at the antique festival fair, which I like to do that. We go to them occasionally. Like flea markets, things like that.
Yeah.
And I didn't really find anything much, but I did buy like super weird. It was only like $8, so I got it, but I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Probably will just do nothing with it. But it's like a laser disc of Young Frankenstein. So it's like this gigantic, like I have it right behind me. I'll grab it. It's weird though, because it's I don't have the media to play or like the player to play it or anything, but it almost looks like a vinyl record. Like it was a big art on the front, but it's just like this big old like weird cartridge. God. It's bad. Never mind. It's up on a big shelf. I'm not climbing it. It's like up there. I'm realizing I'm like they're gonna watch me like scale my wall.
Dang.
You're not missing anything. It's just like the art of the thing, and it's like the size of like a record sleeve, and it's like a big cartridge from like Dead Media. I had to Google the thing, and it's like they stopped making these in like like the early 80s. I don't know if Laserdisc is even the right term. It's like CDE or something. I don't know. It's like a giant disc.
Huh.
Either way, I bought some trash from my house, and now it can sit on a shelf.
I love it. I love that you bought that. That's cool.
Thanks.
Thank you. Welcome. Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. No, thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
You're so welcome.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome.
I did that. That was a long road to get to me doing it for just no climax.
No payoff whatsoever, you know?
None. Zero.
Absolutely none. Oh, I can tell folks this. They're not going to be able to get any unless they, like, special order them, or I don't know what the fuck they would do, but, we got... Look at this, motherfucker.
Little DrawBomb stickers. Yeah, we should find a way to sell some stuff. But yeah.
You know, we were talking about
I've been handing them out.
T-shirts next week or last week. We were talking about like we should just like make a limited run T-shirt and sell it for.
We should do limited runs. Let people pre-order them. They can see what they're gonna look like ahead of time. We'll drop the graphic.
Yeah.
we'll Photoshop it on a shirt so you can get an idea, and then we'll make the thing. That's what we should do, because then we wouldn't be out. Wouldn't be out any money. We won't have boxes of shirts that nobody wanted sitting around.
Exactly. No, I think it sounds like a great idea. Like when you said that, I was like, we should do that.
I said that, and you were like, yeah.
Yeah, it's dumb. You're dumb.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, bro. That's dumb, but like this is like a slang where like when things are cool, I call them dumb.
Yeah, I call it stupid when it's actually smart.
Dude, that idea is dumb as fuck.
Dude, that's so fucking
brother.
dumb. That's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my fucking life, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah. So it's not that we should do it. We're gonna do it, man. We're gonna do it.
We just have to like sit down one day and just be like, okay, we're doing.
I need to get the stuff. I need to buy the kit.
Yeah, that's true. Also.
You know, Xenoots and Belbo Rocket, they're pros at this, so I'm. You know, they can help
walk
us
through it.
Yeah.
And me, because I.
They have like twice, because I've asked them, and then I just haven't done it. So I'll have to probably ask them again. Like, hey, it's me again. I never did it.
They love.
How do I do it?
They love re-explaining things for sure.
Yeah, who doesn't?
It's their favorite.
My sister reached out to me today. And my niece and nephew, they have like a summer school type thing, but it's not like you fucked up at school, so now you have to go to summer school. It's like a fun keep kids'
them, right?
brains going during the summer. It's like activities. It's like fun, unique classes and stuff. And she was wondering if I wanted to come teach like a comic book thing, which I like the idea. It sounds fun, but I'm like, I might not do it because
you're a busy guy.
Well, not just that, but like I was thinking about, I'm like, if I do it, I don't want to just like, yeah, it'd be cool to like make some money doing this thing, but I want to do a good job. And I'm like trying to think of like, how do you have like 30 kids? How do you teach 30 kids to like make a comic and then like have a comic physically made in the class that you only, and it's like a small thing, so I only see them for like an hour or two.
Right.
It's like, there's no way I would make it around to like 30 kids in like 2 hours and actually do anything to help them.
No.
I feel like, I don't know. You'd have to like, all right, we each got 1 minute. Let's go. All right, that looks good. No, this I don't know. I don't know how physically you would do it. It seems like a difficult thing to compile into such a small thing. Like if I had like a week course or something, we met a few times, easy, could do that.
So this is like a 1 hour long.
I think it's like
maybe
an hour or two, like 1 or 2, yeah.
And then you just don't see those kids again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not gonna work out, I don't think.
That's kind of my thought.
All right, let's go down the road.
Unfortunately,
that's good. That's good. That's bad. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. That's good.
I think they're young enough that it's all good, and none of it's bad. But you help them. you don't shit on them.
This
isn't a college critique. You're like, well, how are you learning then if you don't get torn to bits?
Stupid dumbass.
Stupid dumbass.
Stupid dumbass. Bebo Rocket says, comics are pretty technical. I feel like you could do a lecture on structuring, pacing, text placement. And so, yeah, you could do a thing where it's like, it's not about creating something within that time period, but it's more just like an overview of things to consider when making.
For kids, so I'm like thinking like you were saying, yeah, like a lecture on like the important bits, and then maybe like I was thinking another way that could maybe speed up the process to like give them templates.
Yeah.
Like you have your short story. Here's your like paper, and it has the squares and like some word bubbles, and now you got to draw your characters in there or something. I don't know. I was just trying to think of ways like how do you speed run something that takes so fucking long.
Yeah.
Normally.
Have you ever watched Proco on YouTube?
No.
Oh man, Proco is like, in my opinion, like the best art channel on YouTube because they got so many different people and they have so many like different lessons and things like that. And there's one lesson, I'm gonna try and find it real quick, where it's just about the like panel pacing of a page in a comic. I think it's Proco that I saw it on. I'd be amazed if it wasn't, but it was really good. I'm looking for it right now.
So check that out.
I think it's this one.
Also, while you're looking for it, I have a book
Yes.
that you probably already know about, but Scott McCloud has 2 books that are awesome
Scott McCloud's
for
a
comics.
classic. Yeah.
This is one of them that I have. That's so good. So like
That's a classic
best
right
information in here. And then there's a second one. It's also really good. And they're great. Not only are they like the most informative thing I've ever seen about writing comics, but they're also written in a comic format, which is a very cool way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great
Like the straight up
books.
lessons are comics. I know it's blurring it, but like yeah, comics. The lessons are comics, which is super cool. They're great books. I recommend them. You can get them for pretty cheap, and they're so worth it.
Yeah, they're really quite fantastic books, and they're not only just like how-tos on like thinking like about comics and how to do comics, but they're also like asking you deeper and more philosophical questions about comics too, and like making you question just your general approach to creating them, which I think is very important. Is that they're books that don't just tell you how to, but they kind of ask you why do you do, you know?
Right. Or what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah. And I think that's just really I think that's really cool how they do that.
Yeah, if you have any interest in the art or the medium, definitely get that book.
Yeah.
It's a goodie.
It's a good one. Man, what was it not a Proco video that I watched about it? I can almost guarantee it was Proco though, because I have a couple of videos pulled up. I'm gonna look at them, but it's like one where they basically go through. It's like I think one of the early issues of The Spirit, and it's like a page that doesn't have any of the racism in it.
Oh, they found one?
Oh yeah. So I'm like looking through these. I mean, this one's pretty great, but you could basically like mimic whatever video I'm trying to fucking find, and it would super duper help you out. It wasn't not this one. It might be a different one. I'm gonna have to like look through, because this was it was like a great page to examine too. Like I thought the let me see.
Excited to check out that channel though.
Yeah, you check out Proco. I'll put a link
in
the DrawBomb Discord. I'll put a link to it because it's in my opinion, they have some really phenomenal videos teaching art, storytelling through art. They just cover so many different topics, and they're well produced videos, and they're well done, and just a good channel to learn the craft, I think. So I posted it. It's called Proco after the guy who runs it, Stan Prokopenko. I'm gonna like search on YouTube, and God help me if the YouTube search actually functions for this, but
AI will just be like, hey man, I don't know, bro. Like maybe like here's a Wikipedia page for comics.
yeah.
Does that help, bro?
Dude, hell yeah, dude. Oh, wait, I think
I like how they've added more bullshit to the top of your Google search that you have to search past.
Dude, I know, it's so fucking stupid. Wait, is
It's
this...
like, I'm just trying to find the Reddit thread where somebody just answers my question. That's all I'm doing on Google.
Oh man.
Gotta all come on honk honk.
Honk honk honk, oh come on. Honk 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 honk, oh come on.
She's saying that because you still have it focused on just me.
Oh whoopsie, sorry, you've been the
Hi.
We've been just staring at your beautiful face. Thanks for the heads up. The Leviathan Dead, did you guys happen to see the new skateboarding game where you can create crazy parks with your friends and skate them together? Is that the one where you're also a demon and it's made by like that YouTuber guy? Because that one does look pretty good.
Oh, that's cool. I haven't watched it, but I did see that Skate dropped a trailer and it's got Tim Robinson in it. Or not a trailer, but some kind of like thing about it, you know?
That's
I don't know
awesome.
if it's a trailer. But he's like, I just saw him on the thumbnail. I didn't actually watch it.
About
But
that. That's
he's
cool.
a skater.
He is a skater. I've seen him skate on his Instagram. But that's cool that they put him in it, and that's cool that they dropped a... I haven't checked out the Xbox showcase yet, so I don't know
I don't think it was from that. I saw it like it was like one of those videos where I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back and watch that, but I was like somewhere where I shouldn't watch videos. I don't know. It's probably at work or something.
I see.
And so I forgot about it.
So you had to pretend like you're a hardworking character.
Yeah.
Like
If my boss
streamer.
is watching this, just kidding.
Just kidding, boss.
just kidding. Just kidding. I didn't
I take it
didn't
very
actually.
seriously. What is this?
Bubba Rocket says, templates are a good idea. You should do it. Artists are always bitching they can't get artwork. She's just coming for us.
Oh man.
Coming for us. She's we're busted. They know they're onto us.
They know, man. They interview some great artists on this channel too. Like there's some really great videos on here. I know I keep saying that, but I just like keep scrolling past ones I've seen and I'm just like, man, that was a great video.
My drawing's done.
Nice. Mine is done too. Let me just look for 2 more seconds and then is it not this video? What the fuck? What? I'm like at 10 months ago, but I could swear that they came out with this video more recently than over a year ago. But I'm not finding it.
X-Men I picked for you is basically like if one of us were given the job of creating X-Men. It's like real stupid.
Oh. The X-Men I gave you, it's going to be funny to see, to just show you what they look like. And there's also multiple artist interpretations I have available to show you, you know, how multiple people have interpreted the same character. I seriously can't find this. I'm going to have to look for this Proco video, if it is Proco, which I'm starting to doubt. Offline, once I'm not on this. I really can't believe I can't find this, though. And I tried Googling, like, how to tell a story, examining a page of the spirit. I don't think it was Proco anymore, now that I'm thinking about it. But what was the YouTube channel, then? It was a great video. Ugh. I think it might have been Winged Canvas, which is another pretty solid art channel I watch. Winged Canvas. I'm gonna check through them real quick. I'm so sorry. Let's look at our drawings first, right? I feel like that's the better
Sure.
thing to do. I'm sorry, this is
I mean,
bothering me.
yeah.
It's bothering me.
So
I
that
can't find this
the
video.
viewer's not just hanging out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want to show yours first, or should? Well, I guess we'll show both of ours, right?
Yeah.
I mean, everybody can see them, but we can. Well, I want to see yours. All right,
I'm gonna
unhide it. Oh, I see where he hides his pocket dimension.
that's right. I also put
It's a zipper pocket.
I made him look so traumatized because he goes in there and the dimension eats at him. You made the flying spaghetti monster, but like as like a
pretty
galactic
much.
overlord from Futurama.
Yeah, pretty much. I also drew him as a ship. 'Cause
Okay,
you said he turns into a flying saucer.
that is true.
I just drew a nervous system, but turns out we're all spaghetti on the inside.
We are all spaghetti on the inside, just electric spaghetti. Cool. I'm gonna show you. First of all, I would love for you to post into the draw pile on like a layer I'm gonna create right now what the actual artists of
On layer
Marvel-
3,
Yeah, on layer
what
3.
they created.
What they actually draw that character like.
Okay. Let me bring that up. So first off, your character's name. Well, I'll just show you him first before I even bother.
Okay. That's the character?
Yep. His name is Dupe.
Dupe.
I don't know what he is.
Okay.
But he's a little green creepy guy.
Dupe. Well then.
Let me find some info about this guy. His name is Dupe. D-O-O-P.
Dupe.
According to Captain America, the U.S. government created him in a secret Cold War weapons project. He doesn't speak English for a long time. Eventually he does. I think he's kind of like a goofball character. Like,
He looks like a goofball character for sure.
like he's created for some silly B-side stories, I think. He has genius intellect and psionic powers. Possible omniscient. Omniscient. I can't say the word. Omniscience.
Omniscient?
Yeah, I mean it's a off of that word, but omniscience I think is the way. I just haven't really heard it said that way.
Omniscience.
He
okay.
has levitation, superhuman strength. He's regenerative. He's just kind of does it all. This was just kind of a fuck you X-Men, I think.
Okay.
He can control size and shape. What? He has all the powers? Come on.
Yeah, he kind of sounds like he does everything kind of character, you know?
Yeah. I guess so. Oh, even breaks the fourth wall. So he's basically like
He's more annoying Deadpool.
Yep, basically. He looks like a booger.
Okay.
He's Dupe. There you go.
Well, Dupe, what a character. I would say my...
You didn't get it right.
No, I didn't. But I'd say I drew an improvement.
I think so. I'd rather look at your guy than at this drawing that they made.
Even with the zipper in his face. So, okay.
The zipper goes all the way down the middle. I want to see the animation of him like going like a weird nightmare dimension coming out.
All right, so this is my character. Now, there are multiple drawings and interpretations of my character. I'm gonna post one that's like the most prominent.
Grounded.
I would say. The most
more prominent, yeah.
Just the one where you get the best shot of the character, and then I'm gonna draw one where it's like somebody took a chance at drawing the character like 12 years later, and this is the other interpretation of the character.
Bubba Rocket wrote Frog Nugget, I think, responding to Dupe. And yes, I think that's almost a better name. He is a Frog Nugget.
Yeah. So this is your character. First of all, you keep referring to them as a man, but the character is clearly a lady.
Not a man. Yes, it is.
This person drank a Capri Sun.
You can't do that. You turn into Alex Mack. You turn into Silver Goo.
Exactly. So this person turned into Silver Goop. I don't know, typical male gaze female character for X-Men. She turns into a spaceship. Now this is the character as a spaceship. Let me find this is one.
I think you specifically said flying saucer, didn't you? Or am I? Yeah, okay, you did.
Yeah,
but that's fair. Because that is a flying saucer.
That is a flying saucer for sure.
I was just getting ready to be mad if you showed me any other kind of ship.
Because I was saying spaceship and not flying saucer. This is another drawing of them as a flying saucer.
That's straight up a flying saucer.
That's a flying saucer with like weird flesh protuberances, it would seem.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is somebody's interpretation of the character. It looks like 12 years later or something like that. Oh wow, that's a big picture. Okay.
She looks like Silver Surfer, but she's got like a weird, like, 5 head.
Yeah.
Filled with goop.
She ate Gushers too. She drank a Capri Sun and ate Gushers.
You can't at the same time, and that's why this happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't do both.
You can't do that. Can't be doing that.
It's like if you eat Pop Rocks and drink a Coke, you die. Similar.
Yeah.
Similar thing.
And then this is the character again.
Okay, so now
I guess
she's
they're all
just a
hologram.
person.
She's just like a hologram now, I guess. So I don't know. So yeah, those
What's her
are E.V.A. So Eva, like
Eva.
Wally. Also, isn't that the name of the spaceship from Mass Effect?
I don't know. I haven't played it yet.
I don't want to spoil Mass Effect the series too much, but I think in the third game,
I just got the remastered thing, so I'm gonna play it.
I don't know if I should say anything then.
No, don't.
Okay.
Say I am gonna play. I'm gonna play it. Ian, I'm gonna play it.
Oh my.
What did the person whose nervous system escaped and became sentient look like? Is there any evidence of this?
That I can find. Give me a sec. So this person
Is my nervous system trying to break out and become a spaceship?
Phantom X.
Is this something I should be afraid of?
Oh, interesting. So this guy actually appears a bit higher up on the list.
Double Rock says Eddie is the Mass Effect ship.
Okay.
Or
yeah.
EDI.
Which is very close to EVA, and is also EVA. Eva is the name of the spaceship from, or not the spaceship, the girl from
The character.
the girl robot from Wall-E. So this is the
What a
guy
movie.
who.
I need to watch that again.
Good movie. This is
Whoa.
the guy who died, I guess. He's
And
kind
then
of like
his nervous
Deadpool.
system was a girl?
I guess so, yeah.
Huh. Okay. I wonder if my nervous system is a boy or a girl.
I found that character. A product of the Weapons Plus program, Phantom X joins the X-Men in their battle against Loeb and his group of John Sublime associates. There's a lot of proper nouns being thrown out that do not make sense to me.
Oh, the band, they fight the band Sublime?
He does, yeah. He was also part of Wolverine's secret X-Force squad. After his death, his 3 brains were cloned into 3 bodies, Weapon 13, Cluster,
He has 3 brains.
and Phantom X, which is also just his name all over again.
I only drew 1 brain. I fucked up.
Eva is Phantom X's external nervous system, generally shaped like flying saucers. She was able to change shape into a humanoid body. She cloned the 3 brains of Phantom X into 3 different bodies after his death.
Man. All these movies about the X-Men are like, boy, how did this person come to terms with these powers? How do you come to terms with like powers that are like you can't even comprehend?
Yeah.
Like, so you have 3 brains and your nervous system walks around. It's a sexy lady. She turns into a flying saucer that you can fly around on. And also it's you with your nervous system. And go fight bad guys with Wolverine. Be like,
Yeah.
what is a bad guy?
Even like any
I
of
am I'm cursed by God. I think I am God. I don't know what's
the
happening.
movies haven't been going for long enough to like there's a general like bar like a just a neutral what's the word I'm looking for, like a resting like rate for how goofy shit is in the comics that's just at a higher like mark.
They've been
like
making the comics for like 70 years, so
yeah, so like they'll just
They're
have
whack.
an episode where it's like a person will be like sitting in the like the Marvel coffee room, and there's a character will walk up and be like, "Hi there, I'm Bloop Blop. I'm actually a cat that's been turned into a dog that's been turned into a horse, and I need my outfit, and it needs to fit a horse." And then that character will be like, "Oh, right this way." Whereas the movies are still at the point where like that person will be like, "Oh my God, there's a fucking horse in the break room." They haven't quite
The
hit
movies
that
they
base
keep it
level.
simple.
They haven't hit that baseline of goofy, wacky shit yet.
Yeah.
'Cause they just haven't exhausted every thing.
they keep it pretty vanilla. They're like, it's like a character that like freezes stuff, and he's like struggling with the fact that like, "Oh, when I hold my girlfriend's hand, it's cold." Like it's like problems that
Yeah.
aren't problems yet. And then there's like characters like this where it's like, "Oh, my nervous system is its own."
is a
You know,
is a
it's a
sexy
sexy spaceship
Capri
lady.
Sun woman. Yeah.
I wasn't that in the 2000 movie. It sucks.
Right? What the hell, man? This is why Marvel's failing.
Exactly. They won't take those swings.
They won't put the sexy Capri Sun lady in my Marvel movies anymore. What the hell?
Yeah, Business Father in the chat says, DrawBomb.
DrawBomb. Bay hates that I have literal...
Thanks for joining us.
Bay hates that I have literal cold feet all the time. Hates it, says Business Father. I would hate it too. I'm a warm person. You touch cold feet to me, and I'll be like, brrr. I'll get cold.
I'll be like, boy, those feet are cold.
Wow. Chilly.
I'm generally a warm person, but once my feet get cold, it's game over for the rest of my body. It's just like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Dude,
saying,
I get
guys?
it, dude. Oh, dude, I get it, dude.
I want the show to be relatable, so I want to talk about the issues that we all deal with, like cold
Dude.
tootsies, bro.
Cold. My tootsies are warm, but people's whose tootsies are cold. Get out of here, dude.
When my piggies are trying to go to the market, but there's just a blizzard out, that's the bad time. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what's not Santeria, my dude. It's cold tootsies.
Is that a callback to
It's a Sublime.
the X-Men fighting Sublime?
John Sublime, yeah.
You've entered my lair. I'm Jonathan Sublime.
Santeria, I ain't got
He's
no
got like
crystal
checkerboard
ball.
shoes.
Dude, turn that music off. And someone else is just like, didn't you want to just like smoke weed, dude? Oh. I don't know. I feel like I knew like 5 kids in high school who were like really into Sublime, and they were also really into like how much they smoked weed. And that's it. That
Yeah.
just colored my perception of Sublime a lot.
That's fair. That's fair. I know like 2 other songs and they're fine.
Business Father says Sublime still tours.
And they also wrote "unfortunately." I think
They
it's
did
important to give that context to them. You know,
I think Business Father doesn't like Sublime.
Business Father's a hater, brah.
Dude, Business Father
Doesn't
doesn't
even
like Sublime. To be
You know
fair
it's
though,
not Sublime.
Sublime's soundtrack, like most of Sublime's track
Yeah, their music.
they got like 3 songs I like at least. I don't know.
Yeah.
I've heard
That's
a
kind
lot
of
of
where I'm at.
I've heard a lot of other songs, and I'm like I can leave them. But they've got like 3. Like I do like Santeria. I like Summertime.
Yeah.
And I like
Yeah,
Love It Is What I Got.
I forgot about that one. Yeah,
So remember
yeah
that I
those are
said.
fun.
Business Father says, "Sorry guys, don't want any yuck yums." I mean, my yum, it's not.
Yeah, we don't
like-
do that around here.
We don't yuck yums. That's right. That's right.
Not around here.
Even though a good portion of this show is complaining about things that could
Yeah.
ostensibly be called other people's yums, we don't yuck yums.
Once you enter a certain tax bracket, we start to yuck your yums.
We start to yuck your yums. Or if you're in the group chat, like if you're in the call or if you're in the chat, we won't like yuck your yum, you know, like that's it, you know. I'm just saying, like we won't yuck a yum if you're talking to us. Like if you say in the chat right now, I like Sublime, bam, we're not saying any more shit on Sublime, dude.
There, yeah. Suddenly we'll like them and we'll listen to their
Yeah,
whole
we
discography.
like them a lot all of a sudden. Actually, I
So
think
don't
every
do that
song,
to us.
I like that one where they say reefers, marijuana, cigarettes in the beginning of the song before they actually like play the song. Dude, like that wasn't annoying at all every time somebody threw that on in school and was like, "Oh, dude, they're talking about weed, dude." What am I saying anymore? What the fuck?
What are any of us saying, you know?
What is this show? What is this bullshit we do every week? What is this bullshit? Brandon!
Do you have anything to plug?
I'll let you go first.
Well, sorry. It's not going to help buy you any time because I don't have anything to plug.
Oh man. Real quick, Business Father says, Top KO, I got to play around with a Moog Mother for the first time, and now all I want to do is play with synths. That's awesome. That's really cool. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. Now that I read it, and I was waiting for you to read it and explain, and now hearing it a second time, I understand now. I was confused at I was like, what video game is that?
I've never heard of Moog Mother. That sounds sick, dude. No, they're very cool. Playing around with synths is a whole lot of fun. I mean, that's why I make music, is because I started doing it. I started playing around with sounds the one day, and I was like, oh, I like doing this a lot, actually. And then, well, here we are. I've got music on Spotify. Dude, 2 monthly listeners on Spotify, dude! Oh, dude!
Xenut says, Sublime sounds like it smells like reefer. Probably true. Business Father
Accurate.
says, Sublime sounds like it doesn't pay child support. Very accurate.
Accurate. Sublime is ow the edge, says Bell Rocket. True.
On the edge? Ow the edge?
Ow the edge. I think they didn't typo at all.
I've never
'cause
heard
they
that.
didn't- Oh, yeah. They're ow the edge, don't you know? Dude, true. Sublime's ow the
I did-
edge.
Yeah,
That's
I was
our next
actually gonna
t-shirt.
say that. It's a good take. Good take.
Good take. That's our next t-shirt. Sublime is out of the edge. So Brandon, you have nothing to plug. Yeah, not a dang.
Business
a
Father
ding-dang
says,
thing.
speaking of things that you should plug, Business Father says post a link to your music in the chat and you'll have 3 monthly listeners.
Whoa! All right, I'll do that real quick. Do it up.
No, I don't
Do it
have
up.
anything to plug this week.
All right. Well, we tried. We really tried, Brandon.
I put no effort in. I just,
Oh.
it just is what it is. Nothing to plug.
Give me a second. I gotta.
Bella Rock says it's not a typo, it's a meme. Okay, I wasn't sure. I don't know that one.
Well. Oh, actually, I have.
There's
4
some corners
monthly
of the internet
listeners.
left unexplored by myself.
So I'll have a 5th monthly listener, which is also great. It's a good number.
Well, bro,
Wait.
I'm gonna try to listen to you monthly. I mean, I already listen to you weekly. Like, what? I have to listen to you monthly now too.
I think you're doing it already. I think you've mission accomplished. I think actually.
I have to listen to you on the show weekly, is what I mean. I have to listen to you monthly on my other media applications.
I think you're good. I think you got it, man.
Okay.
Posted my link. There it is. Be my 5th monthly listener, and if there's someone else there who hasn't clicked the follow button on Spotify, be my 6th. Be my
5's a big
6th.
number. Like,
That's right.
don't you want to be the 5th? And you know what's a bigger number? 6. Don't you want to be the 6th?
I just need 994 more listeners, and then Spotify pays me.
Fuck yeah, we can do that.
Hell yeah,
We just
dude.
we just need a fraction of our audience to start listening, and we're in.
Dude, hell yeah, dude.
We have like 5 active chatters, but we have like several thousand lurkers, I think.
Hell yeah. Well, Brandon, that's your plugs then. Is my music.
Yeah, I'm plugging Ian.
There you go.
Oh god, nobody clipped that. Anyways, Ian, your turn.
Oh, I'm so happy to be plugged by you. Folks, I have nothing personally to plug. We're still working on putting out some animations, but in the meantime, I am trying to showcase independent online animations. So some of the things I'm showcasing this week, I've linked to Proco on the DrawBomb Discord, which, I mean, you can easily find that here. Ian, take care of my cat, please. I already checked on Waffle. I will take care of Waffle, I promise you.
Zach is plugging his cat.
Zach's plugging his cat.
Waffle.
And then animation I am showcasing this week. It's from this little online animated series called Day Job. It's by this Australian guy, I'm pretty sure, but it's about the Day Job is about this guy who works in a bowling alley, and this is his most recent video in the series. Came out 10 days ago. I thought it was enjoyable. I liked it. So there it is. I posted it in the DrawBomb Discord under the links section, which is where I post all of the links of things I discussed that I remember to during the show. But yeah, it's by Paul Georgiou. It's called When Your Workplace Gets a Bad Review. Day Job is the name of the series. There's also a couple of other episodes of the series on his YouTube channel. They're all worth checking out. And yeah, it's interesting because like he's got maybe like 820 almost videos posted on his channel that are his animations, but then he's also got like a bunch of shit posts. But yeah, watch that. That's my plug is Day Job by Paul Georgiou. And I'm still looking for this fucking video about the spirit.
Every week you do this, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I need to plug artists too, and then I forget until next week.
This video
So I don't have one, but I should start doing that. I'm gonna try to do it next week.
Someday Brandon will remember.
next week.
Next
Have you-
week.
Yeah, I'll think of something before next week. I was gonna try to bring something now, but I'm just like, I don't have anything locked and loaded, so no, I'm not gonna do that.
All right. Well, folks, this has been another episode of the show that we do every week.
It has indeed.
Oh wait, did I find the page? No, this isn't it. Damn it. I'm still looking for it, guys, the video that I was talking about earlier. But still, this has been another episode of DrawBomb. Brandon, did you have fun today? Did you have a good time?
God, I had such a good time.
Yeah.
I actually did, though. Like, not to be a little goofball all the time. I had a great time. It was fun. I haven't, like I said, I hadn't got to talk to you in like a week, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to talk to you again.
This
it's good
is
to see
fun.
your face.
It's nice to do it in like a public forum because you can't be as mean to me as you normally are.
Yeah, it's true.
There's people watching. There's evidence.
I can't verbal abuse you like I really, really want to.
Yeah. So this is nice for me in that way.
Man, yeah. Okay, well, it's not as nice for me, but I'll get my comeuppance one of these days. I'll sneak up on you. But until then, folks, thanks for hanging out with us while we draw stupid pictures and say things and just jabber nonsense the whole time. But anyways, bye everybody. Bye. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Business Brothers.